Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for June 25, 2024, featuring the constellation Cygnus in the evening sky. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 5:17 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 8:30 p.m. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky, the moon begins to approach Saturn in the early morning sky. At 1 hour before sunrise, the gibbous moon, 86% illuminated, is nearly 30 degrees up in the southern sky. In the waning sequence of phases, the moon passes the ringed wonder in 2 mornings. This morning, Saturn is nearly 40 degrees up in the south-southeast and over 30 degrees to the moon's upper left. The ringed wonder is brighter than most of the stars in the sky this morning, though not as dazzling as Jupiter, low in the east-northeast. At this hour, the Jovian giant is about 7 degrees above the horizon. It is bright enough to shine through the blurring and dimming effects of the atmosphere that affect celestial bodies when they appear near the horizon. Do not confuse Jupiter with Capella, 15 degrees up in the northeast and less than 30 degrees to the planet's upper left. Discounting Jupiter, Capella is the second brightest star in the sky this morning after Vega. Arcturus sets less than 30 minutes before this view. Mars, marching eastward in front of Aries and over 11 degrees to Hamill's lower right, is over 20 degrees above the eastern horizon. Slightly brighter than Saturn, the red planet does not compete with Jupiter's visual intensity this morning. The 4 bright solar system bodies appear along an arc that starts at Jupiter and extends toward the southwest horizon. This is the plane of the solar system, known as the ecliptic. Most of the stars in this region of the solar system's background are dim and washed out this morning by twilight and moonlight. In the evening sky, Mercury and Venus are east of the Sun, meaning they are in the western sky after sunset. At this season, our view of the solar system in the western sky is unfavorable. The ecliptic makes a low angle with the western horizon and the planetary bodies set during bright twilight. This evening Venus sets 26 minutes after the Sun, during bright evening twilight, followed by Mercury about 45 minutes later, although this occurs near mid-twilight. To see what is described below, venture to the countryside on moonless evenings during the next 4 to 5 months and identify the summer triangle with Vega, Altair, and Deneb. Look for Cygnus the swan in the eastern sky after sundown. The pattern is sometimes known as the Northern Cross. Deneb, the hen's tail, is about halfway up in the east-northeast after twilight ends during late June. The constellation is easy to trace, from Deneb to Albireo, that could represent the bird's nose. The 2 wings extend from Saturn, the hen's breast. The figure appears to be flying southward along the Milky Way's plane. Deneb is one of the most distant bright stars in the Sun's neighborhood. It is about 1,400 light-years away and shines with an intensity of 48,000 suns. Albireo, about 500 light-years away, is a double star, one gold and the other blue through a telescope. If you attend an astronomy club star party this summer, ask to see the star through a telescope. This is a pretty view. Farther behind the starfield, dust and gases make fascinating celestial combinations. Cygnus is where galactic dust appears to divide the Milky Way's plane into what is known as the Great Rift. This region extends southward from Cygnus to above Sagittarius and Scorpius. The North American Nebula, about 3 degrees to Deneb's lower left, is one celestial trophy that sky watchers attempt to see through a binocular. A very dark location is needed to see it. A glowing reddish gas cloud seems to mix with a dusty region to form a shape resembling a map of North America. Take a look at Cygnus this summer and autumn. Tonight, the moon rises after midnight. Tomorrow morning it is in the south-southeast as it nears Saturn. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.